I do something called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make a. You know what I'm talking about.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Happy to be here this morning. Welcome to the Side Jawn. I'm your host, Dennis Holmes. I'm here with my illustrious co-host, the Chocolate Girl.
Good morning. It's Saturday, my favorite day of the week. Dennis, we back in the house together again. Hey.
That's right. That's right. 2 in a row. We're going to set a record.
2 in a row. For this year, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's been a rough.
Season 5.
Yeah. It's been a rough year for season 5.
Yes, sir.
Been very busy. Or as they would say in Oakland, I've been hella busy. Man, yep. But definitely gonna have a good time. Just came back from vacation from the DR. I want to say I had a very, very good trip. Met some very good people. Shout out to Travel Bliss. Shout out to everybody that was on that trip. Had a very good time. I gotta go back to the DR again. I gotta do it.
What was the best thing that happened during the trip?
Best thing that happened during the trip? Man, there's a lot of good things that happened.
Besides making it back home safely. But what happened?
I want to say probably one of the best things that happened. I think honestly, just sitting down, talking and drinking, and getting to know everybody that you in the villa with, and realizing that you could be with different people from different walks, shapes of life, and realizing that y'all all got the same, type of common vibe, and just love to have a good time.
Yeah.
And some of y'all go through the same problems, trials, and tribulations. Those are things that you sat back and you sat there and you wondered, you was like, oh, this is nice. I'm gonna have to say, yeah, I appreciate all that.
Was the water really, really blue?
Not as blue as Bahamas, but
really?
it's blue. You can see the bottom though.
Wow.
And you can see the bottom, but it's not as blue as the Bahamas. The Bahamas has a better ocean.
What about Miami?
Miami has a better ocean.
Okay. Well, then I don't need to go over there. Then I can just go to Miami.
Man, one of the things that I didn't like is that it was so much seaweed. There was so much seaweed in the ocean that you really couldn't move around and do what you wanted to do. That's the one thing I didn't like. Well, besides that, that was good. I had a very good time. Went to the beach bar, the club. I had a real good time. I enjoyed myself. Mm-hmm. Only thing I want to do next time I go, I want to go to that restaurant, Donapulo restaurant. It's got a big statue outside of this lady in the apron, like a big old Roy Rogers statue. That's how big. You remember how big that is? That Roy Rogers or was a Big Boy?
Big Boy had a big statue with a boy on it.
Yeah,
he had some hamburgers and stuff.
It's a big statue just like that. This woman with an apron on and a big booty. I'm gonna go to that. It's called Donapulo.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Donna in the Dominican Republic, Donna Pulo, they got like 12 different franchises out there in the Dominican Republic. They're doing pretty good.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna try their food. Everybody keeps saying the food is good. I'm gonna try the food.
Okay. Let us know. You know, I want to know.
Yeah, I definitely want to let everybody know.
But anyway, let me do some shout outs. I'm gonna do some shout outs to Sweet Love TMA, to Buy Mercedes and Elise. Just shout out to y'all. Shout out to Steve Stotts.
Yeah.
The inventor. Today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Steve.
Friends and family of the show. Happy birthday to Steve.
And shout out to DJ R&B, another friend of the show.
Yes.
Saw him last weekend. Hope to see him again this weekend. He's still doing his thing, man. He's blown up, just doing his thing. Best DJ on the East Coast. I keep telling people. He's the best. What can I say?
Take your word for it. I'm gonna go see him one day.
You will. See, next time you come, you have to come when he has a karaoke show. See, when you came last time, he was actually traveling. He wasn't even in town. I thought he was, but he wasn't. So
yeah, I'll be ready this time.
Yeah, he's worldwide. He's always going somewhere.
I will definitely be ready this time. But how was your week?
I've had a pretty good week. Very busy working. Very busy on the sideline business. Very active with the National Council of Negro Women. And I did a thing. I don't think I told you, but I did a thing.
Okay.
I joined a steppers group, a line dancing group.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, speaking of R&B, it's his fiance's group. She started. So I'm a member of the RTP steppers, and steppers. And I got my shirts. I got to buy me some boots, I guess. And a big ass fan. I don't have that big ass fan yet. I don't know where I'm going to get it, but I'm going to get one. But first of all, I don't even know how they pop the fan. I can't even imagine, because I tried it with my little regular fan and I couldn't. Yeah. So I have to get one of the big ones.
They got some line dancers out there, Sharon. That's a good group to join, because there'd be some line dances that I really do want to learn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can teach you now. I know a few. Besides boots on the ground, I know the cowgirl one, and country girl one.
Yeah, but this is more of an old school one. I'm gonna sing you the song.
Flex. I know Flex. Is that the one? Flex. Slide to the right. Slide.
No. This one ain't got no instructions.
Okay.
When the music come on, everybody just do this line dance to it, and they be going. And I was like, I got to learn that one. That one actually go good to the song.
What the song sound like?
I can't think about it right now, but I know I got it in my I know I got it in
Follow
here.
me.
No, it ain't
follow me. Follow me. Follow me. I love that song. I finally learned that one. I learned that dance Thursday night.
Okay.
Thursday night late. It was weird. I went to sleep and I woke up about 11:30 at night and realized I had been asleep for a while. And all of a sudden, I just got up and put my YouTube on and started practicing. I don't know why. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, well, I might as well learn to dance. Might as well. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, that is how it works.
Shout out to Reality Recap. Good morning.
Good morning, Nessa. What up?
What's up, Ness? Let me see. Yeah, that's my shout out. Shout out to Ron Thomas, your co-host on Talk Your Tuesday.
Right.
And wifey April.
Shout out to Ron.
Shout out to Ron and April. Good morning. Good morning. Marcus Betts. Marcus the Alphabets, if you're in the building. Shout out to you. Trisha Joy. My sister. My little sister, big sister. I don't even know what you want to call her, but that's my sister. So shout out to Trisha Joy. Let me see. Are we missing anybody? BJ, June. What's up, June?
No, I don't think we're missing nobody.
Let me see. On why Wednesday, I'm missing somebody. Kilo. That's it. What's up, Kilo? What's up, Derek?
Be the
in the building. Huh?
Be the analyst. That's what it is.
And B, that's it. Be the B. I'm sorry about them Cowboys, B.
Maybe all right. Maybe
I thought they were gonna pull it out, but not to get sportsy on him, but I like the way Jalen looked. That man is just so fine, though. He's very easy to look at. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, what we got on deck today?
Today on fire, we got some things we want to talk about. There's some things that I seen that was just a little bit disturbing to me. So you know what I said? I'm gonna go get the video, and I'm gonna play it for the people, so they can understand exactly what I see, that they see, and I consider disturbing. You know. So let's just start with this one right here. This is great.
See the video going around of the girl who friends threw her a surprise baby shower and jumped her at her baby shower. Beat the girl so bad that she lost her baby. Every friend that was at the baby shower was in on the plot to jump the girl. They threw her a surprise baby shower at a location. They had her go there. When I said the video, the girl was having a ball. So happy about it. And when it was time to go, they wouldn't open the car doors. And they all jumped this girl. And her baby passed away. When I tell y'all, not one person intervened, not one person broke it up, not one person said, oh no, this isn't right. When I tell you my heart goes out to this girl and the games that people play, when I tell you the amount of hatred we'll have for you is scary. Her name is Deja. It's on here on TikTok. Go look her name up. She has on a blue dress at her baby shower. When I tell y'all, I'm like so speechless.
That's a damn shame.
That's just awful.
Oh, and I don't even know why they would do something like that, but that is a damn shame.
You know, people put anything on the internet now, and before I get emotionally invested, sometimes I forget to take a step back and fact check things. I just respond because of the way it makes me feel, and I'm praying that this is actually not true, even though it would be diabolical for her to make something up like that just for clicks and likes. But if it is true, my goodness. You know what this reminds me of? The young lady from here in North Carolina, her name was Shanquella Robinson, who went on that trip with 8 of her friends to Mexico, and they killed her and left her for naked.
Yeah.
Those people are still free walking around, and I still don't understand that. They know who they are. That's the thing. They know who these people are. How are they still walking around free? And this was in 2022, so I'm just shocked that they're walking around, period. Because it's like, I'm surprised somebody in her family didn't get street justice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this case, and then you killed her. I mean, you killed the baby, but she survived, I take it. But she lost her baby.
And they threw her surprise baby shower.
Yeah, it's the duping. That's what got me about that Mexico thing too. The fact that she had no clue. She trusted all these people. These were people who were friends to her. And when they say we're going to throw you a baby shower, she probably was feeling all special and good and positive. And then it sounds like they jumped her in the car or something.
I guess they, maybe they beat her up at the police. I don't know. But they jumped her. And it ain't never worth it to be jumping nobody.
She looked like she was in her 20s. So I guess these are younger people, but Dennis, this is just awful. What is going on with people? This country's gone mad.
It has. And it's kind of crazy because it's kind of looking like the way of the world, as Earth, Wind, and Fire would say. And it's sad that that's looking like the way of the world, but this is terrible. Nothing in me would have me do anything to somebody with a child. Nothing in me. Nothing. I guess I was brought up differently.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in me would have me do that.
It just doesn't even matter how angry I am. Nothing. To harm a child? I mean, she's pregnant. She's pregnant with the child.
And it probably started because she got pregnant with that child, and that was probably one of the guys from the neighborhood that was doing a lot of them as well.
Probably.
And they was upset about it.
Well, if we ever find out a follow-up, I would love to know what the motive was. And what happens to these people, because they should be locked up. Everybody who didn't do anything should be locked up too. Because, in some states that law is on the books that if you are a witness to a crime and you don't do anything to intervene, that you can get jail time in some states. I don't know which ones, but some states have that.
I don't know. Let me get to this next one. This next one right here, I'm going to say this next one is dedicated to the dating pool.
This woman was stuck with a $3,100 bill because her blind date refused to pay the 23 members she brought along. I know you lying. To have the utter audacity to bring even one other person along, let alone 23 people. You out your monkey ass mind. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as one person would have set they booty cheeks down at our table, let me tell you something. Dinner's over. It's immediately. I'm not even asking who this is, because you got me all the way messed up thinking you can even just bring somebody on a date with you and I'm going to pay. But 23 is the ultimate disrespect. This lets me know that she does this. She's done this before and she's possibly got away with this. You know what? Matter of fact, if this does happen to you, stay. Run the bill up, then run out. Don't wait to the end. None of that. Get a few appetizers, order your main meal, and I'll say leave when that comes. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. When I get to that door and I'm leaving, the last thing I'm gonna say is, Arrivederci. Then the type of petty that I am, I'm gonna call you and be like, how was dinner? Because you won't out petty me. When I play petty, I play to win.
No.
Yeah, he's out of control.
Yeah, he out of control.
He's out of control.
There's a whole lot packed in. Let's unpack this. You want to go first? You want me to?
I'm going to let you go ahead and unpack it.
Okay, first of all, it's a blind date. Who takes somebody with them at all on a blind date? if you're concerned about your safety, you have one or two people posted up in the place, but at a separate table to watch you. You don't invite them to come along on the date. Did you hear me?
I heard you. You want to invite them to
Okay,
come
I just want to
along?
make sure it didn't, lock up. But that's first of all. Second of all, 23. So not only are you going to violate by bringing somebody, you bring 23 people. This is why I don't think this is real. I just don't believe it's real. This is one of those things I think he just made up. There's no footage, nothing, just that still photo of generic photo of a restaurant table set up. I don't know. But let's just say it's legit. 23 people, you bring 23 on a blind date and expect him to foot the bill? Now, you know me, Dennis. I'm old school. I am one of those men pay for the date. I'm like that. But not 23 people and me. That's 24. That's 24 people. I can't. I wouldn't even expect my man to pay for 24 people, let alone somebody I'm meeting on the first time on a blind date. That's just absolutely ridiculous. And it makes women look bad because the implication by this video is that this is what we do. This is not what women do. Not real women. We don't do stuff like this. This is some trifling ghetto chick that did this. That's what this is. And that ain't me. So I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be bringing people on a blind date. So what's that? That's 3 things. Is that 3 or was that 2? Well, anyway, next, like he said in the video, what was the man thinking? Soon as somebody else showed up with her, dinner over. Dinner is over immediately. As they say in Spanish, la cena termina inmediatamente.
Okay. All right.
Over. It's over. Immediatamente. Okay? Immediately. And no, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. I'm so glad I have a son and told him right. You don't pay for stuff like this. So I'm gonna stop here for now because I got something else to say, but I want to get your thoughts to this point.
I'm gonna say this. People always say, the dating pool got pee in. The dating pool got dookie in. First of all, stop swimming with your mouth open. All right? That's first of all. Stop swimming with your mouth open.
That's a good one.
Number 2, pick and choose your battles. All right? Everything ain't for everybody.
True.
You go on this date with this girl and you realize certain more people are going to be there. They starting adding all these extra seats. No, you out. It was nice meeting you. I'm out. I ain't actually going to date with you and your whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Or you
it ain't even nice meeting her. No. It ain't nice meeting you.
And you're not
serious. You wasted my time.
And everybody assume that you got to spend money on the date. You got to spend all this extra money on the date. Oh, you should be spending. How about you just get to know the person? Because if they're spending money on you the whole time, how well did you get to know them? The next thing you know, you're excited about them because they got money. You don't even know that they're an effed up person.
They're wowed by the money, huh?
Because you're blinded. You're blinded. Anything you want,
right.
You get.
Right. Yeah, I don't
get to know the person.
I do not understand why he stayed at the date when all these people showed up with her. I don't get that, Dennis. Would you have sat there?
No.
It's a blind date. You get there first. She walks in. Hi, are you Dennis? Yeah. And all of a sudden you look behind her. There's 23 other people with her.
I'm not doing it.
How? I mean, what?
I said I'm not.
No, I know what you said. I'm just saying, what was he thinking?
Oh, that's on him. I guess he wanted to still get to know what's going on. Maybe he thought they was going to pay their portion while he was still getting entertained. I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm out.
Let me tell you what it was.
I got a strong case I'm out.
Let me tell you what it was. He told you in the video. Dude told you in the video about this dude. He petty. He's petty. He did that intentionally. He intentionally stayed, let them run up the bill, and bounce. So she was stuck with it because he's petty. So just like the guy that's profiling the video, he's a petty man. You know, petty men ain't nothing but women in my book. That pettiness, men and petty, that just does not work for Sharon. No, I don't like that in a man's character. I don't like it in women, of course, but a man being petty, no, not my thing. So, yeah, petty. So what he did this on purpose. Now, you know what my saying is. My saying is something that my mom and daddy, grandmamas, the Bible, everything has taught me my whole life. 2 wrongs don't make it right. So him doing that was not right. Oh, well, she deserved it. She shouldn't have. No, she shouldn't have. But him doing that wasn't right either. Because guess what's going to happen? She probably doesn't have the money. I'm willing to bet that. The restaurant's going to call the police. And either they're going to have to get together to pay all their stuff some way. She's going to have to call somebody to bring some money or something, or she's going to get arrested. She at least going downtown for questioning. She and all the other 23 folks, because they don't play that.
Yeah, I think they paid for it, though.
They consider that larceny almost, I think.
Yeah, they paid for it.
Yeah, but either that, if they luckily had the money, or they're going downtown, or somehow they were going to run out on the ticket too. And then the restaurant's out all that money. So doing wrong, does that make it right? No. All for this? Yeah, that's petty. But pettiness doesn't win ever. It just doesn't win. Not in the long run to me. It might give you some, quick it makes you feel good for the short term, but in the long run, what does it do for you?
Nothing.
So no, I don't agree with none of that. But like I said, I doubt that happened, because if you're in a restaurant, Dennis, it's table for 2, where are them other people? Where do they sit?
I think they was already there.
Oh, he came after they were already there?
And she probably had that corner seat. So let's just say it was the long table right there. She probably had the corner seat, and it was an open spot for him right there. And they just communicated, had their thing going. This is the only thing I can think of. I'm trying to give it the best analogy I can.
That you can, right?
I'm trying, but
still don't make no sense, does it?
No. And then the bill come. Oh no.
That was a good one. There ain't no only thing I know, if that was my son, he would have got up and left. He would have been like, "Oh hell no, not today."
Yeah, I'm just about to say, y'all, we got to do better at getting to know people, so we can date better.
True.
That's how I feel about it.
You have to be serious about it. If you're not going to take it seriously, don't waste people's time.
Please don't.
Just don't do it, because there are people out here who are really trying to find someone. They want to be with somebody. They don't want to be with a lot of people. So don't waste people's time. If that's not you, then don't go in there. Don't go in the pool. Stay on the deck. Don't jump in the pool.
Okay. I like that. Don't jump in the pool, baby.
Don't jump in the pool.
Stay over there, get a suntan. Jump on the pool.
That's exactly right. Lay out.
All right, let's get to this next one because we love the kids. The whole family dynamic. The real mom, stepmom, and the dad. And so all of them. I'm calling BS.
Knew? You think she knew?
Yes, I'm calling BS on her too. Yes. The communication should have been better. Yes, I'm calling BS on her. You now part of the family. You need to start doing your part of the family. Well, yeah, I'm calling BS on her. Everybody always want to sit around and make it seem like, oh, well, that wasn't their fault, and they need to communicate. I'm calling on all of them. Real mom, stepmom, dad. Everybody's at fault. Hell, y'all taking this photo for? He's sitting in there looking like the black sheep.
And Latoria said that the pajamas that they had was sold out. She is correct. Those are some Target pajamas, and the matching family pajamas sell out quick. But do I think that the stepmom, when she brought the pajamas for everyone else, they might have been in stock then, and why she didn't buy them for this child is beyond me. But that's why I told you, I told you last time. That's why I don't date nobody with other kids, because I'm petty like that.
See how you petty? You petty. You would have dressed them as the black sheep.
Yeah.
Now, I'm re-showing this because it is now September. And you know how I feel about September, Shannon. I think September's is the beginning and the most structured month for I want to say a beautiful holiday, is what I want to say.
Right. This
and
where
we
it
have
starts.
Holiday seasons coming up, okay? People do Halloween. There's people out there that do Halloween. There's a lot of people out there that does Thanksgiving. And then this Christmas pajama set has been taking over the internet. So here's what I want to see. I want to see that same family retake the photo and everybody had the same pajama set. It's September. Go get your pajama set. Okay? It's September. Go get it now. I tell people to get everything they need now. I be telling people to get pie crust now because you can't get that good pie crust. What's November?
They can order them pajamas today. They'll have them tomorrow from Amazon.
I tell people get you certain things you need to get early. And some things you got to put in the deep freezer. Some things you got to tuck away. All that pajama set for all of them, tuck it away. But don't have that boy looking like the black sheep ever again. Ever again. Not only was he the black sheep, his pajama set was too little.
Yeah, it was tight. Look, your sound went out a little bit. Your sound went out like when you in the cave, that little cave sound that you used to get way back in the day.
How was sound now?
Still cave.
I don't know. I'm probably about to leave and come back out.
I don't know. It just popped in there. Okay, well, go ahead, leave and come back in.
All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your talk. I'm gonna leave.
Come back though. Come right back. But yeah, I'm the type of person that, I have said many times that I don't want to date a man that has little children. Now, if they have grown children, okay, we might be able to talk. But little children, I didn't want that. But that was largely because of the baby mom. It's not because I would be petty. I wouldn't be petty. Now, this is the only thing I'm going to say about the picture. The picture says outside child. It doesn't say in the picture that this is a stepchild. It said outside child. So does that mean that the husband cheated and this child came about? And this is the outside child that she has started to accept, but this one particular time, she didn't? I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions. But here's what I'm going to say.
They kids, though.
Here's what I'm going to say. Adults are adults, and children are children. It's never the children's fault. And you ought not take actions that will harm the children because of adult reasons. You just don't do it. And the kids shouldn't know anything about it. Your sounds good, by the way. All
right.
Yeah, it's this these are children, and the child is smiling in the picture probably because he's learned how to smile even though his feelings are hurt. But you know that child gonna feel hurt by this picture. And even if he didn't understand fully then, when he looks back at the picture, it's gonna take it back, you know, and then his mama would probably be upset.
Oh, she did a video. She did a video
Lord.
saying that she sent them little ass pajamas. That's why I said everybody at fault.
So she sent the little pajamas to mess the picture up. So
I don't know if it was domestic.
So he'll purposely look ridiculous in too tight clothes to mess up the overall picture, since the stepmom didn't buy him an outfit that matches everybody else. So you got two petty women. And then you got the father who's letting them battle it out, which men tend to do. When one woman is against the other, the man just be like, well, you know, I can't. Ain't nothing like I. No, you like it. You love these two women fighting over you. Not you, Dennis, but men. They love it. And they
I've been there. I can't say this. I've been there, Sharon. I've been there.
And they let them fight. And
I let it go, and it did nothing but
escalate.
Bring everything down. It bring everything down. And it messed everything up.
Right.
Where I should have just nipped everything in the bud and fixed it.
Yep. See, because this was fixable. Where they went wrong is they should not have taken the picture in the matching outfits, period. If all of them don't have the outfit, then none of them should have the outfit on.
Exactly.
So the mama, the stepmama, and the daddy, they were wrong for that. They were wrong. You don't just, well, this is what I planned, so this is what we're going to do because this is what I wanted. This is what I planned. I'm not letting her mess up my plan. I could hear it. No, it's about the children, and it's Christmas. It's about the children. It's not about you, boo. Wrong, just wrong. And that poor child gonna be hurt. And then imagine the other children, how they feel. Because they probably love him. They don't want him feeling left out and, you know, ostracized like that. They don't understand what's going on. They're little too. It's not right, Dennis.
No, it's not.
It's not right at all. I'm just stunned by it. Ain't no way in the world I would have taken that picture with that child sticking out like a sore thumb like that. And then they put him dead center in the picture.
Purposely with them little ass goddamn pajamas. That's why
right.
I'm still not gonna get over that them pajamas still young. Even if it wasn't even about the picture. Where's his upgrade of the pajamas?
Right. And the mama was wrong.
September. It is September.
It was the 3rd of September.
You gotta go get your pajamas set.
I remember. It's time for you to go get your pajama set.
Go get your pajamas set. And I want to see y'all take a new picture this year. And you know what? To throw everything off and to show that y'all actually come together in this community, bring his mom in the picture too.
Hey, let me tell you something. You know, my heart is broken about what's going on with Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the greatest things I've seen is how Demi Moore and the new wife, well, not new, but current wife, are all there together. All her kids, all the new kids, they're all together and everything. They do a whole lot together. They go on vacations together, everything. Everybody's together. It takes people with maturity and true love of children to do stuff like that. Now, if Bruce was like abusive to his original children or something like that, this wouldn't be going on. That's why I said it takes love of the children. Bruce has it, and the two mamas have it.
Yes.
That's what it takes. So he's not crazy because he wasn't abusive to me. He wasn't abusive to their kids. And Rumor and somebody, I can never remember the other one. I just remember Rumor. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. I knew of one such person, family in my personal life, where the ex-wife and the new wife and all the children and everybody got along like that. Anytime I went to the birthday party, the original baby mama was there. Her new husband was there. Their child was there with the child that they had with our friend,
right,
who was now married to somebody else, and they had their own children. And they were always there. They went to church together, went to the same. They all agreed to pick one church to go to because all of them had their own churches. They decided we're going to all go to the same church and raise our kids loving the Lord. That was the main thing. When you keep the main thing, and you mature, it works out. But it takes somebody being a mature one. They all have to be mature, because there's nothing worse than trying to be mature and you got somebody in the mix acting a P-Road-D fool and just upsetting the whole apple cart and not being agreeable to anything and just giving everybody a hard time and being ignorant. It's always going to be one. So when it doesn't happen that way, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. One could only hope.
You can only, and you ain't lying, you can only hope.
You can only hope.
And I love to see families like that actually get it together, and do what they gotta do the best for those kids, because it's hard out here, man. Finances and everything, it's hard out here.
Yeah. I got somebody else. They're friends with their ex-husband's new wife. They're friends. They go on girls trips with the new wife. Well, it just didn't work out. Their divorce wasn't bad either. They just grew apart. So when you grow apart, it's not all that animosity, and they split everything down the middle and went their own way. That's what they did.
Right. I ain't mad at that.
I'm not either. I just think it's a great thing. What's up, Derek? What's up, June? Birdcage in the house.
Yeah, Ryan Birdcage. My God, does a show every Thursday at 8:00. Has very interesting shows too, man. He's a historian of HBCUs, killing the game out there. I do have another one. We're gonna get to. This is a little different. Actually, threw me by surprise. Not gonna lie to you, but we're gonna read it. We're gonna hear it.
My husband violated my son. So check this out, Mike. I pay $850 a month in child support for my son. But on top of that, I also cover his car note, his car insurance, and his phone bill as well. Dads being dads, I love to see it. Yeah. I make sure he's taken care of because he's my kid, and I want to make sure he has everything he needs. My son is 16 and even got a part-time job working at a fast food restaurant to start learning some responsibility. So the other day, he tells me he got fired from his job. It won't be the last time that happens. Trust and believe. And of course, I asked him why. He says he kept missing work because he didn't have a ride. Now I'm confused. Yeah, me too. Because I'm the one paying for his car. So how in the world don't you have a ride? Super duper valid question. That's when he tells me that his mom let her husband borrow his car because his was in the shop. Time out. Technical foul. What? That's when I snapped. That makes two of us. I cussed her out for putting a man's needs above her own son's, especially knowing the car was bought and paid for by me to make sure my kid had independence and could actually get to work. So she tells me my husband ain't going to be without a car while my underage son is out here driving. Like this video if you think she's a piece of shit. You crazy? So now I'm heated. I'm paying all this money to make sure my son has everything he needs but she's out here prioritizing a grown-ass man over her own kid. Report the car stolen. At this point, I don't know if I should take the car completely out of her control, go back to court, or just let my son figure it out until he's 18.
I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. I gotta see what's going on. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you driving my son's car and I'm paying the car note and the insurance. No. Me and you got to talk. I don't give a damn what she talking about. Me and you got to talk. Why you don't have your car? What is going on in your life that you can't get things together?
Right.
Because you ain't having my son's car as I'm trying to teach him to be a responsible adult at 16 years old and make sure he gets back and forth to work. And you and my ex-wife or my son's mother is over here cutting him off at the legs of him trying to be a successful human being. No, I don't like none of that. I don't like none of it. Y'all ain't even out here to help him. Y'all just taking what he got because y'all mad about what he nah. I don't like it at all. Don't say because my husband car in the shop, so I'm gonna let him ride his dad. His son's no. Your husband needs to ride the bus. Get it together.
Derek said, take the car or just have the son live with you.
I'm with that too, Derek.
So those are both options. They are.
I'm definitely back at the courts. From having the conversation, and if the conversation don't go the way I wanted to, I'm right back at the court.
And when you go to the court, what you gonna ask for?
I don't know. I want my son living with me. Obviously, y'all don't have it enough to take care of my son. Not only am I sending y'all the child support money, but I'm also paying for the car note that my son ain't even driving, that you got to drive because y'all don't have a car. It's too much for y'all. Y'all need to get yourselves together. I can take care of my son.
And you're already paying $850 a month.
Now you ain't gonna have that.
I mean, I don't care.
And the son got a job, so I'm trying to figure out what you paying. What is the $850 going to? Just all the house bills? Is it paying all the house bills? If that's the case, I don't have a problem with it. But he has a job, so we know it ain't to a point that he needs something. That ain't the reason why he working.
All right, so here's what the chocolate girl has to say. The woman is all the way wrong. This is her fault. But it's also the stepfather, I guess, his fault. Because as a man, he should know right from wrong and say to her, hey, babe, I appreciate you offering me his car, but that's not right. I'm not going to do that. Now, if the mama has a car and that's her new man, husband, whatever he is, I'm going to say husband, then she needs to work it out between her and him with her car to get them both back and forth to where they need to go until he can get his car fixed. But you do not take the car that the child's father is definitely paying for. It's not like she didn't know where the money was coming from. She knows.
Right.
He's paying the car note. The car is not paid for. He's paying the car note and the insurance on that car. And then you don't even say anything to your ex-husband and say, hey, we tried to work it out with the one car, but for a short time, would it be okay if she ain't even given the respect enough to say that? She just did it. And then when approached about it, had an attitude talking about, well, I'm not going to let my man, your man what? Your man what? Now, let me tell you what somebody said in the comments to this video. Well, the Bible does say that the two become one. And the man leave the house, the home, and mom and dad, and cleave to the wife, and they become one, and blah, blah, blah. And so her husband is supposed to come before the kid. You know what? That sounds cute on social media. It sounds cute in a comedy skit. But in real life, yes, you cleave to your husband, but not at the mistreatment and the detriment of your child. And as a mom, I don't see how in the world you put his needs above him in this particular instance. Work it out. You and your husband need to work out how you're going to share one car. I know somebody, when she first moved to North Carolina, she had a family of 5. Her and her husband, 3 kids. They had one car, 2 jobs. In fact, I think he worked 2 jobs and she had the one. They had 3 different schools, 1 car, 2 jobs. They shared that car for, I know, 2 years straight. Made it work. It can be done. So no, I'm not buying the whole, well, I ain't letting my man. No, you're not supposed to let your man, but you're supposed to use your resources and not your ex's resources without his permission. Ask. If you just can't work it out with the one car, ask him. I bet you if she would have come to him and asked him, say, hey, look, I just need it from February 1st to the 15th. When we get paid on the 15th, we're going to get the car fixed. That's all I need. Can you just help us out for that? And then he would probably say yes and see what he needs to do to help get the son back and forth to work or something like that.
But the
He
thing
had
is,
respected him enough to ask. I know you're paying. I know it's a lot. XYZ. Can you just help us out? And then he probably would have. It sounded like to me, the way that the tone of the letter sounded, that he seems to be a pretty level-headed, relatively sensible guy. I think if she would have asked him, he would have agreed to it for a short time. But at least he would have known so that he could help his son not lose his job. Does that make sense?
that makes a lot of sense. And another thing, it should have been to a point that they could have shared the car. But all you had to do. This is why a family divided doesn't help nobody. A family divided doesn't help nobody.
Unless you mature enough to do what I said earlier and make it work.
A family divided doesn't help nobody. I'm truly against the family divided, and unless it's to a point that y'all had to leave to go get peace. But at least be friends enough and also parenting enough to know that the communications have to be had. Conversations have to be had. This is what I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. Now, you lost the car. There's one car at the house, and your son got it, and his dad paying the bill. Call his dad up.
Right.
And have that conversation you just had.
Right.
And maybe y'all on bad terms. Maybe you need to stop being on bad terms. Your son's 16, okay? Like, how long you going to be on bad terms with him? Because you know what's coming next in the next 10 years. They're going to have a grandbaby. You ain't about to go to courts for no grandparent rights. You'll be there for a while.
You sure will.
It's a long time in court.
Yes.
And that's only if he ain't got a baby mama that's reflective of the way you're acting.
You're right.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
That's true.
You got to pay attention to what you're putting out there and dismiss all that.
You know what? The first video disturbed me more than anything, of course, because this person lost her child behind some shenanigans. And then the sheer just lying to her, just making her feel loved only to hate on her enough to beat her till she lost her child. But this one right here, this one bothers me too. And these are good videos today because these last two really affect the children. And I never side with adults over the children. I'm not going to side with you. You don't have to hurt the children. This is, I mean, both of them, easy fixes to me. Poor decisions were had. And the children suffer for it. Now, this little 16-year-old who the father had been working with to show him how to be a responsible man now lost his job. And now he's thinking, well, I'm trying. Here, I'm trying. Now the whole world is against me. You know how children do nowadays. 3 is the end of the world now. So you just think about the children, man. Let go, God, whatever you do. Think about your children. Dad should be in his son's life 24/7 because of his critical age. Step Pop should have known the responsibility that comes with a woman with a child. Women with a child or children is a job in itself. Sit down with the stepfather, talk to him, and come to a mature understanding as long as you treat my children with love and respect. Good words, Derek. Good words. That's what needs to be done. Some maturity and putting the children first, period. And don't be afraid to have those uncomfortable conversations. What you think about that, Dennis?
I think that's a good one. I like the way that went. I'm gonna have to say, yeah, you got to have uncomfortable conversations all the time. Like, you got a graduation coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And whether y'all want to sit there and talk about it or not, you have a graduation coming up. And these graduations ain't getting no cheaper. That's from what I'm noticing.
Nope. They're getting more elaborate, just like these proms.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that too. I was about to say that one too. The proms, graduation, all of this stuff is just getting bigger and bigger. Y'all want to get it to a point where it's not stressing you, the kid, none of y'all out. Make it a smooth access into his 12th grade senior year. Okay?
Right.
Make it a smooth transition to him going into college.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of this is like too much money spent.
Mm-hmm.
You can mess around. On a low end level, you can mess around and spend $1,500 on all that. On a high end level, you can mess around and spend over 20 grand.
Yep. It's crazy. What do people think about?
I don't know what they be thinking about.
Derek said that the stepfather won't have any issues out of the child's father. Trust, because some women will use the step pop against the child's father. So like Dennis is saying, it's about the child. Yeah. It's about the child. Put the children first. I said that too, Derek. But anyway. But yeah, put the children first. Always ahead of yourself. I was watching this story about Kevin Durant. And remember when he won the MVP and he gave the speech and he was crying and talked about how his mom went hungry and made sure they ate and kept them off the street. And then he said, "You're the real MVP." That's what mothers do. Fathers too, all over the world. That's how you parent with maturity. You put your children first. You got to. Children are vulnerable. They're not able to take care of themselves, despite what Republicans say. 7-year-olds are not independent of the parent, but that's another story. Have another politics show on that. But yes,
I got something for you as well.
Yes, children protect the children. You know me, Dennis. I get emotional when I talk about children and the elderly. I feel like they're the most vulnerable people on the planet, and we, as a country, need to do better by both of them, children and the elderly. And when I hear stories like this, it really pisses me off. There are people out here who want to be parents and can't be, and would make great parents. And then you got somebody like this woman and guy that's just acting up. It's just crazy. But anyway, Which leads me to something I wanted to talk about from last week. You know, we had a great guest on last week. I think her name was Terry. Wasn't it Terry? Tracy. It's Tracy. And the divorce solutionist. So shout out to her. But I wanted to address something part of the discussion that we had about child support and what the money is spent on. And she did proceed to tell me that I was wrong in my thoughts processes on how I felt the money could be spent and why I felt like it was okay. So I want to address it because I've thought about it some more. And anyway, let me just start by what I said. So the issue was the man was upset about what child support is being spent on. Kind of similar to what this car issue, but not. And he asked, should it be spent on the mother getting her hair and nails done and things of that nature? And I said, no, unless XYZ. And I've been met with lots of disagreement. Do you remember a couple of years ago when I was talking to you fellas on that Monday night show that Sam Sports used to do? And I told y'all that if I'm living with a man, I'm not paying the bill. He's paying. Remember I said that? And y'all gave me the business. All y'all men. Just little old me. Well, that's how I felt about this one too. Like everybody was like, you wrong. That's what's wrong with the women. Had this guy tell me that's what's wrong with y'all. That's what's wrong with y'all. What's wrong with us? What is it? So here I want to restate my position on this clearly, because I think part of what I'm saying is getting lost in the emotion of it all. Emotional men, y'all emotional too. It's not just us women. So here's the thing. What I said is child support is money that the custodial parent is supposed to use for things that take care of the child. Things that take care of the child. What does that include? Shelter, food, education, clothing, social activities, religious activities, if there is something in the home. All of that takes care, is in the well-being of the child. Now, so let's say you two are together, you get a divorce, she wins custody, shared custody, and you have them every now and then, and you know, however often, and you pay child support, but she's the primary custodian of the child. And you're paying the child support religiously, never miss a payment. When you married the chick, she was a weather girl at the local TV station. She's a meteorologist or a weather girl. She's in the public eye, which means she had to keep fit, keep her hair, nails done, and be dressed nicely for the show. And you knew this. You knew this when you divorced her. This was her job. I said she has to have her nails and hair done. Period. In order for her to maintain her current career, which pays her to pay her portion of the living expenses for your child. And I said, in this particular instance, I would not have a problem if a mom getting child support took $100 out of it, or however much it costs, depending upon how much child support she's getting too. If it was what the little bit of child support I got, that's not enough to get my nails and hair done. So that's a whole nother story. But if she did it once and twice or every now, as the man, I wouldn't have a problem with it because she's in that particular type of job. Now, if she was a teacher, like I said on the show, or a cashier at Walmart, or if she worked customer service for the bank, or she's a bank teller, your hair and nails and aesthetics are not key to your role. It's not key. If you're a model, if you're on TV, you're in the public eye like that, if you're CEO or chairman of the board of some company, it is. The role matters. That's all I said. I didn't say that every chick that's getting child support should be able to just go willy-nilly, just go get their nails and hair done. You need to get my hair done. That's not what I'm talking about, people. I said specific circumstances. Other than those specific circumstances, I 100% agree. Hair and nails off limits. Clothes off limits. For the mama, off limits. And if you have a daughter, if the child is a daughter, I'm not even sure about taking that child support to get that child's hair and nails at that age done. She's 9 years old. You got her getting $100 hair appointments and $60 nail appointments. Really? You got school supplies, shoes, clothes. She growing like a weed. She got to eat. And you're going to take some of that. Let's just say it was $850 from the last scenario. You're going to take some of that, $160, and spend it on hair and nails when you can do her hair? She do her own? Maybe not. It's easier for me to do a child's hair than to do my own. I know I did it for 6 years straight. So I'm telling you what I know. So anyway, I'm just saying, I just wanted to clarify that is my position and I'm sticking with it. This particular situation is very rare anyway. It's not common. So calm down and stop running around here in these social media streets saying that Sharon said that women can spend child support on getting their hair and nails done. That's what's wrong with y'all. Stop saying that to me because that's not what I said at all. So that's it. Derek said, Sharon, right. Sharon's right. The man's supposed to support the family. The things is, if it's child support, is penalty when things go wrong and child's involved. Only if there is infidelity involved with the man. I'm just saying what I said about the position. Like, okay, I can give you a perfect example. Tom Brady and Giselle got a divorce. She's a freaking supermodel. Now, in this particular case, she made more money than him. So she got a lot of money. So she, if he's paying her any child support, but let's just say he's just Tom Brady and he didn't make all that money. And she's a model, but she didn't make it big like she did. But she's a model. And she got 3 kids by him. And he's paying her child support. You mean to tell me she can't take some of that child support money for a hair appointment every now and then? Or nails? And she's a model? She's not working. Like I said, she's not an insurance agent. Like me, she's not in insurance. So if I took child support and went and paid the little shop down the street for hair and nails, I'm out of pocket. I'm out of bounds and I'm wrong. Period. That's just how I feel. So there you go.
All right, now, well, Sharon ended us off with her final thoughts on
what do you think?
Child support. I think I don't believe none of that. No.
What you mean you don't believe none of that? What did I lie about something? What did I lie about?
Any job that they have that they can't afford to keep themselves up in, they need to get another job. But as far as child support, that goes to the kid.
So because they break up, then she can't work that job that she She's fulfilling a lifelong dream to be a weather girl or model.
Weather girls get paid pretty good, so I'm trying to figure out.
Entertainer, a performer. So because y'all can't work it out, she should have to. Because see, remember, when y'all break up, that's half the income going out of the household. So when y'all were together, she was able to afford it because y'all were together, splitting the responsibility. Now she's there by herself. Same job. You don't care. She just needs to get another job, right? That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is child support should go directly to the child. I agree with what Tracy said last time we was on. There's no need for it to go to get your hair and nails done because you have a classified job or high profile image job.
But you knew she had that job when you were with her.
Right.
It ain't like she went and got it after you got divorced. That's a different story. Now, if y'all already divorced and she makes a decision to go get that type of job, she's on her own. I agree with that. But that's what you married. You married her, or you got with her and had this child with this woman in this role.
Right.
I just think it makes a difference.
And if she's the weather
that's
girl,
how I feel, and I haven't changed my mind. I talked to several people about it. I didn't talk to the love doctor though. I got to talk to the love doctor about
and
this.
she makes a good living as a weather lady. I don't think she needs that money for that, but
9 times out of 10 they don't, Dennis. I'm just talking about the practicality of it. But 9 times out of 10, somebody in that particular role would never spend child support money on that because they wouldn't have to. I'm just talking about worst case scenarios. What I'm talking about.
Okay.
But average, like I said, I'm an insurance underwriter.
On another hand, though,
I'm not taking child support to pay for my hair and nails. No, that's on me. Period. Because I don't have to have my nails. I don't have to present to the public like that on behalf of a company or in an entertainment way where image is everything. That's not what my job is. So no, I would be out of pocket to do that. It's wrong. I just want to put that out there on the record. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're right. I'm glad you said that. 9 times out of 10, somebody in that type of profession wouldn't need your help with that anyway. It'd be in the budget. They got it because they make good money too. So that's the reason. That's another reason why I don't understand why everybody can't get what I'm saying. It's a rare occurrence, people. It's very rare. Very. I mean, sometimes people split up. Children stay with the wife. The wife made more than the husband. She got to pay him. He got a job as a construction worker. She ain't paying for his haircut.
Or his Gucci.
The alimony is alimony.
Gotta buy every 3 months.
Right, but he gets the alimony, and that's what he gets. What he spends it on is on him. Because remember, she still has the children. She made more money. She pays him alimony. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they split up, he's a construction worker and he has the children primarily, and she's paying him child support. No, she ain't paying for his haircut. You a construction worker. No. She ain't paying for your liquor, your golf fees, your green fee. No, he ain't paying. She's not paying for that. You don't spend child support money on that.
She can pay for my vacation fund.
No.
Them kids done stress me out. I need a vacation.
Yeah, whatever. No. What's up, Miss Tanya? Travel Bliss
in the building.
Love her. So anyway, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It depends on her role at the time of the divorce or separation. And I mean, very rare occurrence. So it doesn't even matter. What I'm saying doesn't even matter because the likelihood that would happen Oh, girl, we're gonna have you back soon. It's coming up on October. So we'll get together and pick the date. So I got somebody coming on September 27th. So we got all the Saturdays in October open right now. Yep. So anyway, yes. That's how I just wanted to clarify that. Did you have anything else, sir? Mr. Dennis? Mr. Dennis, Ignorant Thinker Podcast?
No, that's about it. I ain't got nothing else. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, who's going into the Hall of Fame.
And he get his orange jacket. Well, he got it yesterday.
Smith, Hall of Fame. And shout out to the 2008 Olympic champions, and Sue Bird and Maya Moore. Amen. They all deserve it.
Okay.
They all deserve those orange jackets. Just hate that Kobe Bryant is not here to get his for the Olympic team. But are you going to watch the proceedings?
No, I'll be at work. I'll catch it. Because
catch the replay on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. You know me.
Hear the speeches. Last question.
Okay.
Out of all the Hall of Fame speeches you've heard, NFL, NBA, what's the best one you've heard?
Larry Allen.
Really?
Larry Allen.
It was okay, but the best?
Larry Allen. Larry Allen had just a regular, wholesome conversation about how him and his wife got some 40s and some fried chicken and went on a date. And I was laughing so hard. I couldn't stop laughing.
It was good.
I said, this boy Larry Allen is crazy. 40s and fried chicken. Yeah, Larry Allen.
Well, I'm gonna tell there have been some touching ones. But for me now, my favorite was Dwayne Wade's.
Okay.
Because the way he ended it was, we in the Hall of Fame. When he said that to his dad, I started crying. It was like, it was a good speech. And then he brought him up there and he was like, we in the Hall of Fame, dog. I just thought that was beautiful. I loved it. Loved it. It just made me think of my dad. That's why. Yeah. So that's my favorite. But anyway, final thoughts. Love your children. Put your children first. Sorry.
Stay tuned. What up, Josh?
You made the decision to have these kids. You got to put them first. Period. Period.
And we love the kids.
Mm-hmm. Love the kids.
And Josh, what up, dog?
What's up, Josh?
And yeah, that's about it. Like I
what's
said,
the Tyreek Hill situation? What is that? Did Tyreek Hill do something? What happened with Tyreek?
I don't know. That's past my pay grade.
He said, Sharon, you can have mine. You know good and damn well you wouldn't give me none of them kids. Shut your mouth, Josh. Anything happen to them kids, you'd lose his mind. Stop it.
Yes. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming out tonight. We really appreciate y'all. We'll be back next Saturday with another episode of the Side Jawn.
Mm-hmm.